Hey everyone, thanks for joining us tonight. It's November 15th. There's still 15 days left in the month to help as many people as you possibly can. Tonight we have Alecia, and she's going to be talking about Instagram. She did Shailene's program, so she's going to have a lot of good info for us tonight. We have the team retreat coming up December 3rd. It is kind of closed out, but just, kind of make sure you are coming, letting Leia know if you're doing the photos as soon as possible so we can kind of get a schedule down of who's doing pictures when we're going to be doing things, so we can kind of just get that all together. If any of you girls are in New Jersey, Philly area, there is the Joel and Jericho are coming to Philly to do Cours de Force on, I think it's Saturday. I think I'll go. And I know Danielle and a couple of the other girls are going, so definitely hit that up. What else? Me and Leia obviously went to Tony Robbins, and it was off the chain amazing. If you guys are thinking about it, it is just, it blows your mind regardless of, if it's for your business or not. There was just so many people there with so many different stories. Some people were network marketers, but some people were just, husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend that went, or, just one girl we met in line was running her own food truck business. She was young. She was maybe 23, 24. Just really, really cool to see all of these inspiring people. And I'll be honest, it's hard to kind of say that it was better than Summit because Summit's totally different, but just the vibe and the energy that you get from everyone there, because everyone is 100% in this, into growing themselves into personal development, and they go all in. It's not I don't know. It was just absolutely totally different. I don't know if Leia wanted to maybe say.
Yeah. My suggestion is not even you should think about it. You need to go. You need to go if you feel in your personal life or your business, and honestly more so your personal life, I would say, because no matter what you do to help improve your personal life, it's going to help your business. But if you feel you are really working to make changes and you feel lost, or you're not there yet, or for whatever reason is you're doing great and you want your life to be that much better, you have to go. Everything Rose said is I totally agree with. And the energy around being with people that just truly want to live an extraordinary life is unbelievable. So it was amazing. It was personally life-changing for me and my family. And I'm so excited.
And Leia will be going back to...
I'm going back in March with my husband.
Yeah. And it's in LA, right?
Yeah, in LA.
And I believe there's going to be another one coming up in New York.
Supposedly, when I talked to the coaching team, they said that there's another one in New York, but it's not scheduled from what I can see on the website. It's supposed to be in the summer. I don't know. Stop it. I don't know when in the summer. So
yeah,
hopefully it's not July, so that people could choose to do that, and it not be too much of a hardship.
But it's just, you get out what you put in.
Yeah.
So if it is an investment. I won't lie. It's an investment, but it's the best kind of investment that you can make, because it's just making you just absolutely on fire. And you just smile more. Whatever. So, okay. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to announce. So Alecia is going to take it away. She's doing the Instagram. And I also did want to congratulate Alecia because she got her husband's business center to Ruby last week. And woo, it'll be diamond really soon. And that will pop her to 1 star. So big congrats to Alecia. Take it away.
Thank you.
You don't need any intro. Everyone knows you.
Yeah. It was just, I had my first note was like background and my coaching story, but I think everybody knows me on tonight. Like, I think there's everybody knows me or should know me. So, okay. So, I'm going to just hop right into it then. So I did the Instagram Impact Academy. I signed up for it this summer, and sadly I just finished it like a few weeks ago here. But it is nice because she lets you do it on your own terms. So you get like all the videos, and some of the videos are short, like 3 minutes. And then there's some longer ones at the end that are like 30 minutes. So it definitely takes time, and there's like several different modules that you go through. So it's kind of set up like that. And then you're given this online link, and then you set up your password, and that's kind of how you access it. So I always like to kind of know that details before I sign up for anything anyway. And so this summer it was on sale. I think it was like $99. And so I figured that was a good like investment. And it was kind of at the time, like I was thinking of doing the Tony Robbins and going. And then I was like, I don't know if I should. And kind of then that come up. And so I decided to do that instead, because Instagram is something that I feel that I've been trying to do better at and do more on. And I think, Instagram is something that you can never learn too much about, because there's so much to learn, and social media is something that's always evolving as it progresses, basically. And so I think that we kind of have to evolve along with it. And so the first little tip that I was going to give to you guys tonight is set up your page as a business. So like, I hope everybody has their phones on them tonight, because they're going to do some actual like, Instagram stuff. So the first thing that I didn't know is that you can literally go on Instagram. I have like 10% battery left, so if my phone dies, I'll still try to walk you through it. But if you go to like your main like profile, like as you can see, mine is at like my main profile. And then if you go into the settings, and then if you go to edit profile, I believe you can set it up to a business account. And then basically what it does is you can put a contact. So see, like if you look at my Instagram, mine has contact. And then if you click on like one of my posts, and then you can go to this like blue button, it says view insights. And then it actually tells you like what your insights were for that photo or that video. So, and then it kind of, if you click on it, it'll tell you what that means. So if you don't have that set up, I definitely suggest setting that up. And you can even set up like so that people can contact you to like a Google phone number. I didn't even know you could do this like with Google, but you can set up your own like Google phone number. And so it'll go directly to your email address if people try to call you. So it's kind of a cool thing, but I didn't even know that existed. So when I found this out, I was like, whoa.
Where did you find that? Sorry, Alecia, I'm bugging you already. Where did you find that business thing? Go into edit your profile?
Under edit your profile, and then it was, I'm probably not even going to be able to see it because I already have it up, you know. Let's see. It was under, I believe, edit profile. And then I think you can set it up like as you can switch it to be a business profile. Cause like I'm not going to see it because mine says like I'm already set up as that, but it should say like what your business name is in there and stuff. But it's under edit profile.
Yeah, I don't see that at all. Does anyone else see that?
No.
I see, Rose, it's not under edit profile. Just keep scrolling down to account.
Yeah.
Scroll past edit profile.
Yeah, see, I have it set
change. It says change to business account.
Yep, that's it. Yep.
Oh, switch to business profile?
Yes. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, so sorry about that because I already have mine set up. So it's like it doesn't let me see that.
That's fine. So you connected it to your Facebook like page too?
Yeah. I always connected to, I had it connected before to my like page, so I just did it again. And then sometimes if I ever want to do an Instagram post to my other page, then I'll just not post it to my like page and then just copy that photo into, my little paragraph, what I said into my actual.
Got it. Okay, I'll stop bothering you.
Okay, so that was the first thing that I want to tell you guys about. So sorry about that. Hopefully everybody got that now. And then the other thing is treat it like a business. So now you set up your business page. So like you're an open business now. So like treat it like that. Just as much as like we treat Beachbody as our business, Instagram is your own little business of your business, basically. And then you can sync it, like we said, with your like page. So number 2 is make it look pretty. Set it up for your niche. So basically, I think we had a call like this summer with, I forget what her name was, Jen or something, with the Instagram. So she talked about like making your Instagram like look cool, like Rose is doing like the quote thing, like she has a quote, or like I'm doing a workout video, a food pic, and then like something that's happening on the farm. And so that's typically what I do. So if you like look at mine, so like everybody go to my page right now, look up Alecia Zenker. You should probably follow me if you haven't. Wink, wink.
Hey, Alecia, if you don't mind, I can actually share my phone screen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, do it.
Just give me figure it out.
So meanwhile, cue the music. No. So you can set yours up like how I have it, or you can go look at some people have really cool ones that they like to mess with. Let me look for one here. Like Jessica Pasola. I know a while back she was doing like this cool, like she would have a quote, like if you go to Jessica Pasola's and then scroll like kind of down a ways. And scroll down quite a bit of ways because she stopped doing this, but she did it right away. I don't know why she stopped, but keep going, keep going. Right there. So see how she has like the quotes? I think that's cool how she did that with the quotes and then pictures, where you could do workout videos. That way you don't have to like have, you know, food picture and then workout and then like a specific order. Well, she still has a specific order, but in between the pictures could be a video, or it could be a food picture, or it could be whatever you want. So I think that's kind of a cool way to do it too. So make it look pretty and set it up for your niche. So if you don't know what your niche is, that would be the first thing, is finding that out. So think of like 3 or 4 things that defines who you are and what your business is standing for. So if you have a like page, you should definitely know what your niche is. So maybe you're a mom, maybe you like crafting and you like fitness and you like baking. So that's like could be your 4 things that your target. So then I would choose like narrow it down to like 2 or 3. And then you could do that. You could do like a quote, you could do like a mom pic with your kids, and you could do like a cool baking recipe or something like that. So that would be something that I would suggest, is just finding your niche first of all and dedicating your page to that, and then making it look pretty on top of that. And remember to create value. So people follow you for your value, and people are going to remember that. So like people aren't just going to be like, oh yeah, she has cool fitness videos or whatever. They're going to come back and be like, you know what? She had this really cool recipe and she posts awesome recipes. So I am going to come back there, you know, at that time and that place when they're looking for a good recipe. So if you're posting value, people will remember that. Or even if you have like, yesterday I did a recipe that I made for my husband that was really a quick and easy recipe, but then at the end I posted kind of like a healthy modification. So instead of like, you know, ground 80% lean beef, you could use 90% ground turkey, and you know, whole wheat noodles, you know, instead of, you know, just regular noodles, which I used in his. And so those are things too that people are going to remember if you're just doing that little extra step to create that value. And people rarely read that content that you're going to be posting. So focus more on making the picture pop and the words pop on the picture if you're going to have some words. But people that are going to be reading that content are going to be your lifers. Like Shalene says, they're going to be the ones that are like dedicated to you and that want to follow you. So what you are putting in that content, make sure that you're putting a call to action in that comment. So make sure if you're like, tag, somebody, a fit friend, or tag another mom, or share this, on your profile or whatever, or go to my like page or something. Have a call to action when you're done, because the people that are reading your posts on Instagram are going to be dedicated followers of you, and they want to see more of you. So you're going to want to have something that they can do to get more of you, basically. And if you are looking over, it might be a good thing to start looking over your posts from the past, like past year, 2 years on Instagram, and be looking at those and be thinking, does this have something relatable that is my business now? Because where you were 6 months ago isn't who you are today. And so if this post doesn't relate, delete it. It's kind of a sentimental thing. Instagram is very sentimental, and there's a lot of posts even from before we were married, or during our wedding or whatever, and I think it's okay to keep some of those, but definitely the ones that you're drunk on a Friday night or whatever, delete those, because they have nothing to do with your business now and the person that you are starting to become. And so let me see. People who find value in your account will come back to you for that value. So like we kind of talked in the beginning, if you have you're posting awesome baking recipes or awesome Christmas cookie recipes, because it's Christmas coming up, they're going to come back to you and remember that this girl has awesome cookie recipes. So I'm definitely going to be making her Christmas cookies this year. It doesn't even have to be fitness related. It could just be, like I said, awesome baking recipes, or maybe you come from a long line of Italian families, and I'm speaking to you guys out there because I know you're a lot of Italians out there, or maybe like a good German cooking like myself, but you can always have that stuff too. And people remember that and come back to your page for that. And then also you can create brand awareness. So when you post a picture, people know that it's you. So even with me right now for my team and growing my team, like I have a certain look that I do like for new coaches or when coaches rank advance. I just have kind of this look that I go for, and that's what I do. Like I usually, like some people like to put like the little diamond or ruby up in the corner, and it's totally up to you, whatever you decide. I don't do that. But it's just kind of for you to think about. So that way when somebody sees your picture and sees like, oh, hey, I know that girl. It says she's a new coach. Oh, she's joined the Fit Farm Wife Empire. Like they just associate that picture with me because they know my style. And so it just kind of helps you create that awareness towards your brand, and just lets people know that it's you, basically. So number 3 that was kind of a big chunk of number 2, but so number 3 is hashtags. So hashtags are super important, and if you don't know how to use them, they can be kind of dangerous and they can kind of lead you down the wrong path. So hashtags, you need to be specific in your target audience and who you are trying to reach. So when you're thinking about like your niche now, say you've got your Instagram all set up and you want to target now your specific audience. So now you need to think of those things that make you you, but think of unique things. Like you obviously don't want to be tagging like hashtag core to core, hashtag Beachbody coach, hashtag Shakeology, because you know what you're going to find? More Beachbody coaches, because Beachbody only knows that today on the core to four schedule was MMA speed or whatever it was today. So people with Beachbody are only going to know that. So you're not going to be targeting your audience when you're just posting hashtag vanilla Shakeology, because most people in the world don't even know what Shakeology is. So what I say to do is think of things that make you and your niche and your brand unique. So maybe you're a new mom, or maybe you are a mom of like Leia, I think your girls are maybe like 4 or 5 maybe. So you could put like mom of 4-year-old girl, or, you know, it's a longer hashtag, but still you're being really specific. So like, even sometimes when I put, instead of putting good morning, I'll put good morning from the farm or good morning from the ranch, because that's targeting farmers, ranchers. Or I'll say North Dakota farm wife instead of just saying farm wife. Or I'll say North Dakota sunrise, or, you know, be specific in what you're targeting. Or, you know, if you're cooking recipes, just don't do like healthy eating, you know, do like easy, healthy lunch recipe, or, you know, New Jersey healthy cooking, or something like that, you know, that is going to really narrow your audience. Let's see what else. Don't hashtag anything where your potential customer could also end up in the hands of your competitors. So if you're just doing like hashtag get fit, hashtag get healthy, you know, who else believes in getting healthy? It Works people and Thrive people and Herbalife people. So there's a lot of people that you could be sending that hashtag to that they're like, oh, let's see, I think I want a quick fix, so I think I'm going to buy this wrap instead of buying Shakeology, you know, or whatever. So you don't want to do that either. So you want to be really specific in targeting your audience and then draw them into you. You know, don't like try to be spammy or anything like that. You know, try to get them hooked in with like your cool posts and your cool pictures and that prettiness of your Instagram page, and be like, ooh, this looks like a cool page, I'm going to follow that. You know, and without being spammy or anything. That's why even for me, like I try to do like food pictures and not include like my Shakeology bottle logo. Like don't include logos is a big thing, because people are going to be like, oh, she's going to sell me something. So don't be like, oh, look at my quarter course workout or anything like that. Like you kind of want to avoid those things actually. So that's the other thing too. And then also your hashtags to get attention of other people. And bigger accounts will sometimes even feature you. So if you're using like hashtag like cooking recipes or something like that, maybe a big like cooking network channel will use your recipe and feature you on their account and draw more attention to your account. So you got to think of those things too. And most of the time, if people do that, they'll want to ask your permission to do that. So you might even want to put on your posts or in your profile that please like ask your permission to share photos, or, you know, tag me if you share or something like that. So the next thing that I want to talk about, number 4, is videos and kind of the pictures and how to make them stand out. So always have good lighting in your videos and your pictures. Don't, you know, be posing in a dark room because nobody's going to see you, you know. Have some light. God said, let there be light. And use text in your pictures or videos that people can read, and then that they can also continue to read in the comments. So you might say something like, best day ever, ... And then you could put in the comments below what like your best day ever was. Don't use too many different video clips. So I know a lot of people like to use that pick, play, post, or whatever it is. I don't use that for one reason, because after I found this out, I especially don't use it. It's because us as human beings can only focus on one thing. So when you have multiple things going, it like overwhelms your senses. And so people can only focus on one little video at a time. So if you are going to do the pick, play, post, do a still picture and then do a video. Don't do, you know, or else have this video go first and then stop it and then have this video play, or however you're going to do it. But don't have them both be going crazy, because can you focus on this hand while this hand, you know, you can't. So, you know, you can only focus on one thing at a time. And then you can also add voiceover to your workout. So a good account that I like to always say or give example to is Janelle Summers. is she does a lot of those, like she'll post her workout video and then she'll have a voiceover on how to do that workout move of the day with proper form, technique, and then just kind of like a little encouragement. And that's always interesting to me, especially because now that I'm like the PIO trained, because everything is in 8 counts, and the first 8 counts you want to, go through the move and make sure people know how to do it. And then the second time through, kind of go on something that they can make it harder. And then the third time through, tell them something encouraging. So that's kind of like now, like when I think about those, that's like makes sense. But anyway, that's a whole different topic. But that's something to think about too if you're doing your workout moves and doing like a voiceover. Let's see. You can also start reposting your posts. So after about 6 months, especially the posts that created a lot of engagement. So after 6 months is a good kind of rule of thumb to go back. So like what was 6 months ago? Like May. So right now you could go back to May, some of your really engaging posts that maybe you had on Facebook. And this is for anything. I do this too, even with Facebook. But you can repost your posts that had a lot of engagement, because those are good to like go back to and repost again, because you have new friends now. You have, a new audience to have more likes and generate more comments and stuff. So that is that. And then number 5 is to know your brand. So we kind of talked about this before, but before you start targeting and posting, make sure you know who you're targeting. Don't just start, let's see, I think I'm going to target, maybe beer drinkers, or maybe I'm going to target choppers, or, you kind of have to go into this with a game plan. Like, just don't go into it and be like, okay, I'm going to target this type of person today. And have a brand and have a plan, like I said. Things to consider are your brand, your target audience. Are you providing value, a call to action, and then reposting, like to use the video to create content from past posts. So sometimes like what I'll even do is I'll take a video of my workouts, and then like Shalene Johnson always gives this example too, is you can get a lot of things out of that one video. So you can shorten it to just show one move. You can shorten it to just get a picture, like a still of your working out, and then you can use that in multiple places. Like you can use it on your like page, you can also use it on your personal page, and you can post to Instagram. And I always try to make all 3 different, so I'm not posting the same content to all 3. So sometimes that gets a little crazy, but I just try to make it happen, I guess. And that is about all I have. Does anybody have any questions? See what this chat says. I haven't been reading because I've been talking.
It's all from me.
Oh, okay.
I have a question about hashtags. So when you make your hashtags, like I know there's hashtags that are trending, like for the day or the week or whatever. Do you use any of those hashtags, or do you just always come up with your own?
I just always try to come up with my own, especially depending on the picture. So like sometimes I'll even do like farm wifey, or like sweating for the wedding, because a lot of brides are going to use that, but you could even do like sweating for Florida wedding, or sweating for a beach wedding, or whatever, just still think of things like, think of those things, but like then make it more specific. Rose said, any specific apps that you might use for your pictures or for editing videos? I know Shalene Johnson said that to use iMovie, like you can download the iMovie app, but I tried it and I did not like it. And plus it took up a lot of data, or not a data, but a lot of storage. And so if you're an iPhone user, you totally understand that struggle. But so I'm going to show you what I use. These are the ones that I use personally. Let's see. It's like Photify, Video Shop. I use Photify a ton and Video Shop a ton. The other ones I don't really use that much. Anybody else have any questions?
So would you say that you learned a lot from Shailene's, or do you think it was kind of generalized?
I would definitely recommend it. Like, I mean, for the price, it was good. It was kind of general, like some things you're like, oh yeah, I knew that, or you know, or maybe you heard it on her podcast before, but this was a little bit more specific. Like, she'd go into different topics that were a little bit more specific. And like I said, this is just kind of an outline. Like, it's so hard to like do all the modules and like, oh, like what did I learn from each one, you know? So this was the stuff that like kind of just like kind of blew my mind, and that was kind of more maybe I knew, you know, and just kind of refined in the group basically. But if you're definitely interested in growing like your business on Instagram, I definitely recommend it, because she also goes into doing like feature accounts. So like you could have like, for me example, like some of my niches are farming, you know, fitness, faith, and like fashion. So I could have a Fit Farm Wife Empire or Fit Farm Wife fashion page. I could have a Fit Farm Wife fitness page. I could have a Fit Farm Wife faith page. I could have a Fit Farm Wife farm page, you know, and then just do all farm posts or all fitness posts or all fashion posts or all faith posts on there. So that's something to do too. So you could have all kinds of feature accounts. But to me, like that just seems so, I don't know, busy almost. But I suppose it would be a really good thing if you're trying to draw like people in just for faith or just for fashion, you know.
Yeah, I would say the simpler, the better.
Yeah. And see, that's kind of what I was thinking too. But on there, like it just kind of opens your mind and is like, well, like, you know, I guess potentially you could get a ton of followers, because I have that app that you can use for like the people who unfollow you, and then, you know, you can unfollow them or whatever. And a lot of those people, like I've noticed, you know, when I post like the food, fitness, and farming, a lot of people tend to get like, oh my gosh, like they probably unfollow because they're only following me for my fitness, and then they see a farm post pop up, you know, or whatever, or they're only following me for the farm. And then so I can see where that would be like a good thing to have feature accounts, but at the same time, like I think it would just be like head explosion.
Yeah, I love using Instagram. I think it's like the best thing ever.
Yeah, see, I don't use that.
What do you use? What were you talking about?
What do you mean?
You said you use something that you unfollow or they follow.
It is, let's see. I have to look what it's actually called. It's followers.
Is it an app?
It's just followers. That's just what it's called. I don't know. It's an app, yeah.
Oh, okay. And how much do you have to pay for that?
It's free, but then they have different upgrades that you can do.
And then that you have to pay for.
Yeah, like you can see like your deleted comments or whatever too, but I didn't do that. You can see like who blocks you. I have like 7 people that block me.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah.
Leia had some questions in the chat.
Okay. Oh, okay. I feel like it has. I think I have, let's see, how many followers do I have actually? I don't even know offhand. See, I have 1,176 followers. I feel like it's gone up. I think I started with under 1,000 for sure. I think it was around 800 or something. Have you used to convert customers to coaches? No. That's one thing that I don't ever, even for free groups, like I feel like even as much as I try to target and stuff, it's never any interest. I don't know if it's just because I have a lot of my Facebook friends on Instagram too, or I don't know. I just feel like it can be super helpful. I think I've sold like 2 challenge packs since I've been coaching with Instagram. But I guess, like I said, it's just, if it's really your focus, like that's what you have to focus on. You know, you can't really focus, like have Facebook and Instagram, because it just will take up way too much time and effort and energy. And so like my thing is more Facebook and like messaging people on there and finding people on there. But I think Instagram, if you want to really like dedicate yourself to it, then you just almost have to say, okay, screw Facebook, I'm going to Instagram. You know, like you just have to like cut yourself off from Facebook basically.
I think it's good to have like a backup too.
Yeah.
Like you can like kind of go full force with Facebook, but then kind of have your Instagram open, not that like you're going crazy with it, but at least you have like something going on there. Like for me, maybe there was like a month where I was like gung-ho with Instagram. But the cool thing with Instagram is like you don't have to post on it every day. Like that's where it's different with Facebook. So now like I try and do at least like 1 or 2 posts a week. So I'm like still showing up and being a little bit relevant. But it's not like the worst thing if, you know, like if you have a like page like I do and you don't post on it. It's not so bad that you do that on Instagram. Like it doesn't have to be like posting 3 times a day or anything.
Yeah. But I think though that Instagram could be more. You could do like 3 or 5 times or even more times a day. And like, you know, Instagram, definitely people, I think that's why I lose followers because I'm not always posting on there. And so like, that's the big thing. So if, like I said, if you're going to really commit to Instagram and like you really want to like do it, then I would say just like cut off from Facebook for a while and just focus on Instagram because otherwise it's just too much. Brain explosion. Okay, Diana. Let me see. I think that you should keep them. I think it's good. Like I said, if you have that already set up, like that's awesome. Like hats off to you because like I would just get confused. But yeah, I think you should totally keep them. And then that way you can like have your personal be more personal and you can even have that on private, you know. It could be something that like your friends and family, because you have little kids. So, you know, that's the thing is some moms are worried about that, you know, with little kids and stuff, where your fitness could be, you know, public. And that's the other thing. Make sure your account is public. If you're hashtagging things, like why even hashtag them if your profile isn't public? So make sure it's public. Anything else?
I liked what Shannon's point. She said, having Instagram without your Facebook friends. That way you're just bringing on a different network of people. And I think that's what Instagram is absolute complete people, strangers that you don't know yet, and you're building that relationship with them on Instagram. Did Shailene say anything about kind of bringing them over to Facebook?
She talked a little bit about that, but not a whole lot. She kind of said like, well, you know, you can't really force them to, you know, if they are like truly Instagram, you know, and don't want to do Facebook, like maybe they left Facebook for Instagram, you know, because they were annoyed with Facebook or whatever. But yeah, she said it's up to them. Like now they have the private message in Instagram, so you can try to do that too and talk to them like why, or email. But that's pretty much what I got out of it.
And then how about with like call to actions? Did she say to have like a call to action and then delete it?
No, she said to keep it there. Like keep it in your comments. And the other thing is when you hashtag, don't hashtag in your post. So like, you know, you have the little paragraph that you're posting, like don't be like, oh, hashtag Motivation Monday, hashtag, you know, got my workout in, you know, today or whatever. Like don't hashtag like crazy because people, if you link that to your like page, people are going to go crazy reading that. So what you do is you post the hashtags in the comments. So you should always have one comment underneath each picture or video, and then it should be your hashtags.
And then your call to action should obviously be in the comment. I mean, in
the like paragraph in your
in the paragraph.
Yeah.
Got it. Cool.
Do you use stories in your feature in Instagram? Okay. I've used it only a few times, and honestly, like I don't have Snapchat, and like that's why I don't like Snapchat, is just because I feel like it's like a constant thing. And I feel like it just takes up too much time. And I feel like you have to be the right person for Snapchat almost. Like you have to, like, I don't know, just be super funny or like, you know, be like, have this crazy personality. And I just feel like that's really not me. So, but it's up to you. Like do it as much as you like. And I just, honestly, I forget about it. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, I could do that story right now. Like, that's the biggest thing, is I just forget about it.
Yeah, every now and then, if like I remember to take a picture of my food for the stories, I'll do it. But same thing, like I kind of forget. And I think it's like, it's on the top, so I don't like click through that. Like for me personally, like I don't look at it. So I'm like, why, who else would look at this? I don't know. If you wanted that, like wouldn't you be on Snapchat? But
yeah, that's how I feel too. And that's kind of the reason I'm not on Snapchat, just because I just feel like it's just, I don't know.
not your jam.
Yeah, it's too overly like stimulating for me. Like I'm just like would much rather be behind my keyboard and posting.
Good info. Anyone else have any questions for Alecia or anything they want to add about how you guys use Instagram? No. Going once, going twice. All right, thanks, Alecia. Next week, I think we're going to have one of the coaches that I met at Leadership. So that's going to be a really awesome call too. So jump on that. Team Spirit calls are also switched to Wednesdays now. I don't know if you guys noticed, but on the top of our team page where the calendar is, it's pinned to the top. The link for our calls and the link for Team Spirit's call is right there. So you don't have to wait for us to like post the link every Tuesday or Wednesday. It's already pinned up at the top, so you can just go there and click on it. I think that's it. All right, guys, have a great night. Thanks for showing up.